Hey, y'all, pork chop here. You know, I got called a right-wing extremist the other day. And then I got looking and, it seems like they calling everybody a right-wing extremist now. And so I thought I might go down a list and tell you what you might had to do to be a right-wing extremist. Well, you might be a right-wing extremist if you don't support guys dressed up like girls singing the national anthem at Talladegas. You might be a right-wing extremist if you think homeschooling is good. You might be a right-wing extremist if you think something fishy is up with the elections. And if you think there are a few too many taco stands, if you know what I mean, you might be a right-wing extremist. If you think it's nuts to fly on one of them Boeing jets, you might be a right-wing extremist because the FAA says it's safe and effective, don't you know? And so if you don't trust Boeing, you have got to be a right-wing extremist. And speaking of airports and all, you are probably and more than likely, and yes, you are a right-wing extremist if you think that the old TS&A agents are a bunch of perverts. You might be a right-wing extremist if you think public schools are actually indoctrination camps designed to create obedient little slaves out of those little minds of mush. You might be a right-wing extremist if you think grocery prices are going up. Joe Biden has dementia. Growing your own food is smart. Solar farms should not be subsidized by Uncle Sam. You might be a right-wing extremist. And about Uncle Sam, if you think Uncle Sam is a drunk sailor spending other people's money on stupid things, you are damn sure a right-wing extremist. You are a right-wing extremist if you think Candace Owens is right. And if you think that gas cars are better than electric vehicles. You are damn a right-wing extremist. Don't you know? You might be a right-wing extremist if you think that electric vehicles use coal to charge themselves. Coal-fired plants and that kind of thing. Natural gas, electricity plants. It ain't all plugged into no solar farm covering thousands and thousands of acres that got smashed up in a hailstorm and all. Ain't none of them windmills charging them EVs, don't you know? But you are a right-wing extremist if you say anything bad about EVs or solar panels or even them windmills out there in the oceans. You might be a right-wing extremist if you think that your money is yours and not the state's money. That there are only two sexes. Now that will get you, you are a right-wing, white supremacist, anti-Semite against America and puppy dogs and apple pie. If you say there ain't but just two, don't you know? You might be a right-wing extremist if you think there is just one God. That free speech means free speech. You might be an extremist. You might be a right-wing extremist if you think that Ben Shapiro is an idiot and Rachel Maddow is full of shit. If you question the shots. If you think Hunter Biden was working for Joe. Don't you know? You might be a right-wing extremist if you think masks don't work. And Fauci is not a liar, is a liar. Liar. Pins on fire. Drag queens should not be recruiting kids. Disney should stick to Mary Poppins instead of Bob and Curly have a baby. You might be a right-wing extremist if you think color don't matter at all. You might be a right-wing extremist if you think taxes are theft and all politicians is liars. You might be a right-wing extremist if you think Republicans and Democrats are the same. no matter which one, you still get screwed. You might be a right-wing extremist if you think the world is run by a satanic cult of sickos determined to enslave all of humanity. Are you a right-wing extremist? I passed the test. I don't know about you, but I wear that label as an honorable label because if y'all believe in that, you don't have to be. You are a freedom extremist, don't you know? You are a freedom extremist, don't you know? Oh, the government don't love you. The government don't love you. The government don't love you no more. I think that went well. Anyway, remember, are you a right-wing extremist? This is Pork Chop. Thank y'all. Bye. Shit.